cross straight to Kabul now, and Times correspondent Jerome Starkey. First of all, can you just describe to us what's happening there now, Jerome?
Well, just moments ago, counter-terrorism police were still clearing their way through the wreckage of at least 2 buildings almost completely destroyed by a series of explosions. It was unclear whether or not there were any insurgents left in the buildings, but the sound of gunfire continued hours after the original explosions. Eyewitnesses said that in the immediate aftermath of the first blast, which some said was brought to the hotel complex in a vehicle, Afghan police who arrived on the scene began firing for some minutes. Some eyewitnesses said that the police were shooting at each other, but clearly on high alert amid fears that this may have been an attempt to replicate an attack last month in which Taliban suicide squads attempted to storm government buildings. The police at the scene very worried that there may have been insurgents left inside, and as they went through trying to clear out survivors from the rubble, they understand that at least 7 people, guests and staff inside one of the hotels, have been killed. Other sources said that at least 2 Afghan policemen were also killed in the attack.
And Jerome, how significant is it that this bombing came just a day after Afghan and NATO forces succeeded in taking back the city of Marja in southern Afghanistan?
Well, once again, the insurgents are showing that as much as NATO heaps pressure on them in other parts of the country, they retain the ability to strike right in the heart of the Afghan capital. Taliban sources maintain that in Marja, in Helmand province, their militants are still fighting to hold some parts of the territory, although Afghan officials raised a flag yesterday to symbolically to signify the transfer from Taliban to government control. But once again, the insurgents have shown that despite those efforts, they are still able to attack in the heart of the Afghan government.
And Jerome, we're just getting reports into us now here at France 24 that the Taliban have actually taken responsibility for the attack.
Well, certainly this attack has all the hallmarks of the Taliban, various insurgent groups often operating under the same name. But this attack, once again, with those hallmarks, a series of explosions, which police have said were suicide explosions, followed by reports that there were secondary gunmen, secondary insurgents at the scene. But as yet, unqualified. Some eyewitnesses have said that police managed to shoot their 2 would-be attackers. The details of exactly what happened remain chaotic. The situation at the scene, one of huge devastation and destruction, remains chaotic, and it will be some time before a detailed account, or rather a detailed narrative of exactly what happened, when, and how many people have been killed before that emerges.
OK, Jerome Starkey in Kabul, thank you very much indeed.